Hey guys, Sean with Rainier Arms. Today I want to talk about one of the coolest guns on the market right now that is named after one of the coolest animals, and that is the Platypus by Stealth Arms. So what makes this super unique is it's not just another 1911 double stack. This specific gun, the Platypus from Stealth Arms, runs off of a GLOCK magazine. So instead of utilizing your hard to find, hard to get, and very expensive staccato style, that traditional double stack magazine, you can utilize one of the most proven to work magazines out on the market, as well as super readily available and relatively inexpensive. GLOCK mags, that's freaking awesome. And while you're using that GLOCK mag, you're also maintaining that 1911 grip angle that most of us who like 1911s really love. Beautiful build here, and let's talk about that a little bit, okay? So right now what we just had was 4 new SKUs drop onto our website, and I'll talk about the differences between those SKUs, but the overall details are about the same when it comes to what it's made up of. So all of these are going to have a solid one-piece frame that's made out of T6 7075 aluminum, and it's going to have an integrated chain link texture. So instead of having a 2-piece frame like you would see on like the staccato 2011s, it's a solid one piece with CNC milled in grip texture. With this, we're also going to have, a little bit easier to see on these, a square trigger guard or the option of a rounded trigger guard, kind of more of that traditional style. The slides are going to be your carbon steel. The barrels in all of these is going to be the 416R stainless steel, and it's utilizing a tooled and bushing system. Very smooth. I mean, these things from the factory are just awesome, especially considering the price point. You know, it's not going to be quite like a $6,000–7,000 Atlas, but when you look at the price point of what these bad boys come in at, it's awesome. I mean, very smooth. Okay, getting back to these. We'll grab this bad boy to look at. All right, so talk about the frame. We're still going to be getting our ambidextrous safety selectors on each side. We're getting our traditional 1911 magazine release, although using that GLOCK mag. And it's important to note that the GLOCK mags, you can use Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5. Really haven't seen too many issues with aftermarket style GLOCK mags having any like issues with locking the slide back on empty, except for some. Just like anything, when you utilize magazine extensions and that spring gets a little bit weak, you might have some issues there. But factory GLOCK mags, you should have absolutely no issue at all. Trigger is going to be skeletonized. Looks pretty cool. But it's going to be sitting at about 3 to 3.5 pounds. And it is just a very smooth, crisp, and light. So I get to the wall. I mean, not much take up right there. Doesn't take much. I get click. Let's do that again and get a reset. Just a nice, simple, clean reset, click. So awesome, absolutely love it. Your slide lock, gonna be your traditional 1911 style slide lock. And everything about it is just freaking beautiful. Really like this gun. So the SKUs that we have, we're gonna have the first one that I was holding, we'll start with the big boy. It's kind of your government model, 5-inch. Everything about it is going to be the same, besides a little bit different when it comes to like the trigger guard shape. They're all going to be optics ready. So the government is going to be an RMR cut, so you can run like an RMR SRO if you want to run your Holosun 507C, the comp, whatever you want to do. Boom, you just slap it up on there, and you're going to have your integrated sights and all that. The smaller ones, which is going to be kind of the the commander size, it's 4.25-inch barrel. All the same specs with being the 416R barrel and all of that. But this one here is going to be an RMR cut, and you're going to be having that shorter dust cover or the shorter frame compared to the full-size frame right here, which is also RMR cut. So getting that option of having a little bit more Picatinny full frame if you like that look, versus the look of the shorter frame, shorter dust cover. Now this one over here, sitting all by itself, a little bit different cut, a little bit more traditional, fully rounded, rather than these guys being squared up when it comes to that optics plate. But this one is going to be the RMSC footprint, so you can run like a Holosun 407K on there. Everything else about it is going to be the same, just that different footprint and just that slightly different look with having the rounded trigger guard versus the square trigger guard. All in all, super awesome guns. I'm really excited for when we get one that we get to play around with, because it's probably going to end up being something that I add to my collection, because all the videos that I've seen and the people that I have talked to who have spent time shooting these guns do genuinely absolutely love them. And I just don't see why I wouldn't, because it's going to be a 1911, which I already love to shoot, but utilizing Glock mags, which is that's just freaking awesome. I mean, they're everywhere, and you always have a friend that has a Glock, but you're not always going to have a friend that has a 1911. So jump on our website, check out these 4 SKUs. We just got a handful of them in, so get them before they're gone, because they will definitely move fast.